Last time we went turkey hunting with Charlie, and Charlie's like, nobody turkey hunts up in here, and we ran into people.
We ran into 3 different hunters over there.
I know, and one of them was a landowner, Charlie, trying to run him off his own land. What's up? Look at the logo. What are you doing, brother, man? You like you've been working on a well.
I'm hot and sweaty like hell. Some of us got to work. We ain't got to just sit. Look.
Hey, I called him earlier to give my ETA, and he said he heard turkeys gobbling while he was working on his well. Where was they at?
Right over here, about.
Oh, we can't go across the road.
We can go across the road.
That dude was pulling in down there.
No, he ain't. Where is he? I got that over there, and there's 80 acres over here.
Last time we went turkey hunting with Charlie, and Charlie's like, nobody turkey hunts up in here, and we ran into people.
We ran into 3 different hunters over there.
I know, and one of them was a landowner, Charlie, trying to run him off his own land. So I don't know about that.
I didn't know where it was. I didn't know. He
didn't know where it was. So we're gonna try to get a hunt in this afternoon because it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. Well, it took a minute, but we got Charlie dressed in his
I know we was gonna go. We had already been ready.
No,
you didn't say nothing. You said you're gonna be here at 9 o'clock.
Well, we made
show up at 4.
We was sitting there talking to Charlie and heard a turkey gobble across the road, which he says we got permission to hunt. But anyway, all you can do is cross your fingers. But he got plenty of turkeys up here to catch 22. He just don't care nothing about them.
I like them, but it don't do me like them big horns do.
It ain't your top priority.
But I like going though. It's fun. It's entertainment.
Well, our first yelp got a gobble way down that direction, and they gobbled twice, maybe answered me twice, and then we sat there about 15 minutes. Charlie says, I got to go. I said, where you got to go? We just got here. He said, I got to go separate cows. So the turkey hunt turned into a cattle rustling of some kind. I'm fitting to see what they're doing, but he's got Dwight to help him. I'm gonna spectate.
Here's the deal. I'm gonna show you how to do this one time. When that cow is like that was the first one, you go right behind him and cut him off. Like if he's coming around like that, instead of staying back here behind him, you want to go like this and make sure he keeps going out. Okay? Instead of walking behind all of them, you can cut them out just like that.
That sounded like an awful lot of instructions. I'm glad I'm up here.
Yeah, cut him out behind. Now go right behind. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Cut him back. Hey, there you go. There we go. See how you do that?
That it?
That's it. Hang on.
Professional.
And that's why we quit turkey hunting.
Yeah. Get back. Get back. Go on. Go on. How was that?
Perfect. Okay, them 3 right there I need to keep.
So far, so good?
So far, so good. We work in cattle in the state of Oklahoma.
Yeah, instead of turkey hunting. That's why he didn't want to go turkey hunting.
It catch 22.
Yeah. That's why we called the turkey hunt off after 35 minutes. 2 turkeys gobbling. Glad that's over.
Glad that's over.
You put a lot of pressure on a man, Charlie.
Why is that?
Huh?
Well, I tried to help him and he's like, well, that's not how we did it. What do you do? Walk around and
He told me when he was leaving the porch, he said, I'm a cattle man.
cattleman.
Hey, we got the job done, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, we got up and was gonna go turkey hunting this morning, but the weather's coming in. It did slack off about 30 minutes ago, and we didn't hear anything. We made a little loop around here, but the turkeys was wet. It rained before daylight. So we're about to head on up to Kansas, and we taking Charlie O'Brien with us. Talking to the we made it to Kansas. It's 20 minutes to 2 and the weather's deteriorating more by the minute, but anyway, we came to the Game and Fish because Walmart didn't have any license for Jonathan Smith. I wouldn't let Charlie go in the Game and Fish office because I was afraid they'd have his picture up in the back, one of them red circles with a line through it, so we decided we would stay outside just to be safe. But anyway, we're gonna fight the weather. We're gonna go check it out, see what we can do, and we'll hopefully we'll check back in when we get outside. We're trying to get where we was gonna listen for turkeys in the morning, but it ain't looking good. I don't know how much rain we've had, but it's a bit of a flashy flood. Well, we made it to the woods. It quit raining about 2 a.m. and it rained a foot. Everything's flooded. But Jonathan luckily knows his woods up here in Kansas well. He got us to a high point, and we already heard a couple of turkeys way to my left. So we're gonna sit down. They ain't saying much. It's gonna take a while. It may take all day, but we found a dry spot. This is Team Jonathan. How many turkeys you hear, Charlie?
I heard a couple gobble, but that's way, we got here, 2 birds flew down over here, and the hen wasn't very far away. But no gobbling close.
Poor Jonathan's having trouble finding ways to get into his honey hole. We fixing to go. I know we heard a couple turkeys across the creek that went that way, so we're fitting to go over that way. What's the plan, Jonathan?
We're gonna offload this mule and cross the creek.
We're turkey hunting now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it now. We're gonna get in the mule and see if we can get across the creek to get to the honey hole.
Creek.
It's 4 o'clock. We're right back to the spot where we started this morning, where we heard 1 gobble, maybe 2. But there was lots of turkey sign here. And Charlie heard 2 or 3 fly down to our right. So we sat down. I was kind of getting everything ready. I yelped once and everybody heard a turkey gobble. Since then, we've heard 2 turkeys gobble. Thank you, Lord. In the afternoon, which is a good sign. So they answered me twice. I'm letting it go. We're gonna sit here for a while.
You're gonna take a right on the Marshall Road. Right. Marshall Road.
Marshall's where the house is at.
Yep.
Got it.
Camp's down on the left.
We got this.
Charlie and Dwight are quitting the team, leaving to go back and pack up, and trying to get directions on coming back to pick us up. And I ain't real sure how that's going to work out, but anyway, Jonathan and I finally have a chance. We'll see how that works out. But we are absolutely in the middle of nowhere, and Jonathan's trusting them with his truck and his lodge. You're a special kind of trusting, John. That may be the last time we ever see your pickup truck.
You may be right about that.
Same place it was yesterday. Let's wait on it now. Well, Kansas was kind of rude, and so was Oklahoma. You know, as far as the turkey goes, really the only hunts we had in Kansas, the best one was yesterday afternoon, and it was, you know, down in the high 40s, low 50s, and it spit rain a couple of times. The wind was howling. They're having like record floods, and the turkeys just weren't gobbling, and that's okay. We had seen something around this food plot, and anyway, as soon as we went in that morning, bumped a couple of turkeys, because again, they're not talking. Went back there yesterday afternoon, the first call I made, boom, turkey gobble. And about 30 minutes later, I could see them up there on the side of the hill, and it ended up being seven longbeards. They did not want to come out into that food plot for whatever reason, and I know they didn't see us. One came to the edge of the field. He's just out of gun range. He's about 70, 80 yards out there. Anyway, he actually putted, and I don't know what he saw. Certainly didn't see us. They went back in the woods, milled around. A few minutes later, 6 jakes came out from our left. They acted nervous. They left, a couple of hens and out. So we had good encounters yesterday afternoon because it quit raining. But anyway, to spend time with Charlie and Dwight and Jonathan Smith, this is his deer lease up there where he deer hunts. It was so much fun. We got to eat a bunch of good food. To me, that's what it's all about. I was standing there, I cast my last yelp about 6 o'clock, and I was like, man, I've been waiting for that one because I was worn out. And by the time I walked back to the truck, I was like, golly, man, I hate it's over. So, hey, is that a great way to end your season, not killing the turkey on your last trip? It's fine with me.
But I like going though, it's fun, it's entertainment. Especially when you got a Chinaman on the other end. Out calling my man here.
That's another story for another
Tell
day.
nobody that story for
That's
some reason.
another story for another day.
I have